All right. All right. Back for another Ask Me Anything video. So here's the actual question that was submitted. I've overcome being shy, being unsure of myself, not worthy, all of that stuff. I'm still working through the imposter syndrome, but I know that it's a different beast than what I have already overcome. Being that I was stuck in that shell for so long, I didn't learn how to have conversations, how to make small talk, etc. I don't feel like I developed skills to talk to people. I have a hard time finding things to talk to people about. Therefore, I can't share what I do with them. I like to go deep into things, and most people aren't there for it. I think it comes off as interrogating them or something. I'm working my way through some resources and books for this. In this business, I have to be able to talk to people, especially if I'm going the route of no social media, which I'm totally here for. Do you have any ideas on how to build this skill? I do. I totally have ideas about this. First of all, I would say just call it out. When you find yourself in situations and conversations where you're getting in your head about, oh, I don't know what to say, I'm getting too in the weeds, or anything like that, I don't know how to talk to people, any of those thoughts, which are totally optional thoughts, by the way, we should stop thinking those. But anytime you are thinking them, I would just call it out. I would say, oh my gosh, usually when I talk about this topic, insert topic here, I'm so thorough when I get talking about this. I kind of get into the zone and it might sound like I'm interrogating you or I'm reading an encyclopedia. Just tell me if that happens. Or just tell me if I get too in the weeds or just call it out, right? Just acknowledge that and then don't worry about it anymore. When we have shame around, and this goes for anything, shame around anything that we feel like we're not good at, we feel like we're inadequate. And that's kind of the crux of imposter syndrome is some version of shame or feeling not enough. When you have that, it's growing in the dark, in the shade, meaning you're not acknowledging it. You're hoping nobody finds out about it. It's like a little secret thing that you don't want anyone to know. And so we spend so much time and energy trying to prevent anyone from finding out this thing that we have hiding in the dark. The antidote to that is just shining light on it and just calling it out and just saying, "Oh my gosh, sometimes this happens. It's just because I love what I do and I want to make sure you get all of the information." Call it out, right? It's so endearing, it's so loving, it's coming from a good place, and you're thinking about them instead of thinking about you, which everybody loves. So, first of all, shine light on it. That's what I would say. And then also, you are your worst critic. We all are. It's probably not anywhere near as severe as you think that this is. But I would just keep the conversation simple and basic and like you are talking to a fifth grader in a lot of scenarios. I say this a lot, but it's been very, very sage advice for me. So I'll pass it along. If a fifth grader wouldn't understand what you're saying or wouldn't understand your call to action, it's probably too advanced. But talking to adults, they probably won't ask questions like a fifth grader would. They won't say, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand. What am I supposed to do? Most of us in adult conversations, especially with someone that we don't know very well, we'll fake it till we make it. We'll nod our head. We'll be like, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Yep, sure. And really, we're like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm confused. So if you feel that there is danger that you're talking over somebody's head or they don't understand what you're saying, just remind yourself to ask a lot of questions, keep it really basic. And when in doubt, make sure that you're asking questions so the other person is talking more than you are. And then sprinkle in, follow up at the end, at any point, actually, early and often, just say the words, I can help you. Truly is as simple as that. I can help you. Oh my gosh, you're struggling with that. I can help you. You'll be golden.